awareness cannot see itself. Your eyeball can't see itself. Pure observation can't see itself. So it splits into duality, creates the mind, creates the mental plane, the astral plane, the emotional, and then the physical. So that's what the tree of life is. It's the structure of your psyche. The higher self is the observer. Very well said. Yes, the higher self is the observer, because the observer consciousness is unity. And below the observer is the mind. The mind is duality because it labels good and bad. So the observer has to create a mirror of itself so it can become conscious and experience itself. So that's what the mind is. The mind is God basically trying to see himself. Okay, I'm going. Goodbye. Goodbye. So that's what this is all about, people. It's about yourself. This is how powerful you are. This is how G is Genesis. G is not Genesis. It does have a role, but again, it's that same principle earlier that I explained of how your soul is trapped whatever your heart loves. The G's the generator, the Genesis, the builder. That principle that I talked about is the G. The love, the desire, the love consciousness, the love emotion is the desire that you have. That's what generates your experience for your soul to experience. The G's the generator. So in order for you to climb this mountain that the Freemasons are showing you here, you have to go through the temple with the G. You must have the care and the desire to go through this long path to the light. Meaning your soul has to have, it's basically showing you the soul experiences and observes what the heart generates, what the heart loves and desires. That's why the word heart is earth. Because the heart center is green, earth is green. Everything on the earth is a manifestation of desire. The sky is blue because the blue chakra comes after green. So it's all about you, right? It's the feminine quality of consciousness that is love. Is this making sense, people? Is this making sense? Okay, let's carry on. G is the Genesis. Yes, G is Genesis. I do agree with you 100%. You are correct. Genesis means creation, and whatever you love and desire, that's what your soul generates. That's the experience the soul goes through. Right now, you love this live, you love the information, you care about it, therefore your soul is now observing this reality. Soon, the heart is where your treasure is. Whatever you desire, that's what you generate. The Bible says that. The heart is what is your anyways. Let's carry on. Let me take my jumper off, because it's getting hot in here. This is deep information, people. This is deep, deep information. Okay. What book is this? This book is the book that I've wrote. A lot of you here have already read the book. You already know this stuff. And you're on the right path. We need more. Yeah, there's a lot more. Don't you worry. All that knowledge I've told you is in this book, Book of Symbolism. Anyways, let's carry on. Where can I get one? Where can we purchase the book from? Okay, so do you people wish to buy it? Talk about Islam. Right, let's carry on. Okay, a lot of people want the book. Okay, 2 seconds. Don't buy it now because it will be full price. It is an expensive book. I'm not going to lie to you. But it contains information you'll never find anywhere else. Don't buy it now because I'll give you a code. I'll give you a code to save. I will take the hit so you can save some money. Who here would like a code? How's it going, buddy? I'm doing good. How are you? It's absolutely worth it. Thank you. It's worth every penny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Who here has read it? And if you have read it, what did you like it? Did you enjoy it? 90% off. I wish I could get 90% off, but I can't. Then I would be taking a big hit then. Well, I can do it a good, I read it. I read it every day. Beautiful. Yes, and I loved it. Amazing. Okay, listen. Don't buy it now. Save yourself. I will take the hit with this code. It's on me. The code is... So, the way you find the book is, by the way, go into the profile, click my profile, go to my bio, and click books or website, whatever it says. It should say books. It'll take you straight to my website, revivalofwisdom.com. And this book, which contains all the occult symbolism I've just told you, of Freemasonry, everything, when you buy this, it comes with a free PDF as well that tells you exactly how to use consciousness to create your dream reality. How to operate consciousness to do that. So it comes with, it's 2 books basically. You get this one, but this takes a week or so to get to you because it's a paperback. But then you get a free PDF that gets sent to your email. So you get 2 books, one for free. And I'm going to take the hit with the discount code. So, there's 733 people in here. I'm going to give 20 of these codes away. So 20 people, only 20 can use them. The code is 333. Use that at the checkout. So click the link in my profile. Use that code at the checkout. It's going to save you 40%. I normally do 30%, but 40%. I'm going to take the hit. Use the code 333. Anyways, let's carry on. Let's carry on. And in fact, before we carry on, I'll be literally back in 2 seconds. How's it going, everyone? I'm back. Has anyone used the code? Informative Live. Yeah, I love doing this to help people. Okay, 1 code is gone. That was quick. Another code. 2 codes. A 3rd code. 3 codes have gone. Can we use the code for other books? You can. Yes, you can. So 3 have already gone. That means there's 17 left. The link is revivalwisdom.com, or just go to my profile. Got it. Beautiful. I can't buy it in Palestine, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's maybe the things that's going on. Unfortunately, like Dubai and places like that, with the ongoing situations, I don't think, but it is worldwide shipping. It's literally like 80% of the world we ship to. Bought the book but never got the PDF. Which one did you get? The book. It should either be in your spam, or it should be just in your email. Check your spam. But what's it called? If you don't get the PDF, it should be in your spam. But if you don't get it, all you have to do is contact Revival of Wisdom Assistance at outlook.com, and you just tell them your order number, and they'll just send you the free PDF. Revival of Wisdom Assistance at outlook.com on email. They'll get back to you today. Anyways, let's carry on. I'm following along with my book. Beautiful. Should we get volume 2 instead? It's completely up to you. If most people who buy one book get the Book of Symbolism, because it's the most recent book that's come out, and it's filled. They're all filled with information, but it's just the most recent one. People normally go for that one. There is 10 codes left, by the way. 10 codes. I have all books. Beautiful. Anyways, let's carry on now. My room's getting really hot. Let's carry on with the live. So where were we? Oh, here. We could go with this. We could start here. What happened to the observer when we sleep? Well, it's the same observer observing your dreams. The observer's always there. It's just maybe unconscious. But when you dream, it's the same observer watching this reality, watching your dream. And the nighttime is for the unconscious. The daytime is for the conscious. The daytime is for the conscious mind. The nighttime is for the unconscious mind. So when you go to sleep, you're seeing your unconscious mind in your dreams. So every dream you have is a materialization of your unconscious. So let's say you have a lot of let's get rid of this guy, this white is evil colonism. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. All demonic. So when you call this demonic, right, you're basically calling yourself demonic. You do understand that when you call symbols demonic, you're calling yourself demonic, because these symbols mean things about you. It's all about you. So this boat and anchor is an interesting one, right? Because the boat and the anchor, the boat symbolizes the things that in life are in constant change, such as our thoughts, our emotions, our body, the circumstances outside of us. They're always in constant motion. You see? They're always in constant motion. Meaning that the things outside of us are always changing. The things in our mind are always changing. They're always in motion. Therefore, the anchor remains still. But I want to know if in Italian is translated with Google. No, I have an Italian translator, so everything will be fully Italian if you order the Italian one. We have it French, English, German, Italian, Spanish. All major languages, pretty much. Anyways, there is 2 codes, by the way. 2 codes left. The code was 333. You save yourself. Well, I take the hit of 40%. Okay. There's 2 codes left. Let's carry on. This is the boat, the part of us that always changes, symbolizing water, which is also associated with emotions. when we dwell too much in our emotions, meaning that we identify with emotions, we do not want to identify with emotions or thoughts or the world outside of us. I used to have this myself, right? I used to struggle with, everything. I used to blame everything outside of me. I used to identify myself when I failed, identify myself with negative emotions, and always say, why do I feel like this? I am sad, like that, right? We don't want to see our emotions like that, people. We don't want to see our emotions like that. And the reason for that is because emotions are necessary. They are unconscious patterns coming to the surface. Emotions are necessary. When I'm sad, but I understand that I am not the emotions, I am the observer of them, meaning that I let them flow through me. I don't become too tied up in them. I'm the anchor. I remain rooted in pure awareness, the observer. But I know that when I'm sad, it means that there is something in my unconscious mind that needs to be released. And the tears are the physical manifestation of them forces flowing through my mind. So emotions, we don't want to confuse ourselves with the emotions or the thoughts. We want to remain anchored in pure awareness and allow the boat to ride the waves. You see? When I'm sad, I'm sad, I let them come through me, but I understand that that is just something inside my unconscious that has to come out. Okay? So bad dreams are me observing something negative in my life. Yes, well, think about this. Your unconscious mind is basically a storehouse. And everything that goes in the storehouse has to come out the storehouse. It's a cycle. Everything in the universe cycles. It's cyclical in nature. Day, night, sun, moon, winter, summer. Your mind also works in the cycles because you are a microcosm of the universe. They like to tell you that you are in a universe, but you are truly the universe experiencing itself. The same cycles that happen outside of you happen inside of you. So, with that being said, everything that goes into the unconscious has to come out the unconscious. So if you're feeling, for example, right, this is the best example I could give. Let's say you feel very sad in the morning. I don't know, you lost a family member. I've gone through that myself, so I know what it's like. You lose a family member, you're crying you feel the feeling to cry in the morning, but you suppress it and you don't cry. At nighttime, guess what? You're going to be crying because whatever goes in must come out. Or if you keep suppressing that crying feeling and you don't let the emotions come out, it will manifest as a dream. The dream will release the emotions. The unconscious is always trying to seek a balanced state, right? Because the universe is cycles and everything's always trying to balance itself out. So, someone's hoovering their car, I can hear it. The unconscious is always trying to seek balance. So whatever comes in must come out. And dreams are the balancing out of our unconscious. So if you have a giant person running at you in your dream and you're running away, it means the unconscious only speaks symbols. It doesn't speak English. It uses symbolism. That's why Freemasons use symbols, right? The unconscious uses symbolism. It's a universal language. Your memories use symbols. This is why symbols are very powerful. The big figure, the big tall person running at you in your dreams, and you're running away in fear, is a symbol of something inside your mind that you're not facing. The unconscious tries to communicate with your conscious mind through dreams. Your job as using the conscious mind is not to logically understand the dream. There was a big tall man running at me. No, it's trying to read between the lines and say, what does this symbolize inside of me? What's the metaphor here? And you'll figure out the root cause of that big giant man chasing you in your dreams. And you'll find out that, wow, that was my unconscious trying to communicate to me to face, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a fear that is a sort of part of you you're running away from, or a thought that you're running away from, or a trauma you went through as a child. I dream about bears chasing me. Exactly. That bear is in the dream, it's about what you feel. The unconscious uses symbols and feelings. So however you feel in the dream is the unconscious trying to reveal to your conscious mind, you need to address this feeling and become conscious of it and no longer run away from it and embody it, face it, and change it. Hi, can the code be used to buy all 3 books? It surely can. It surely can. However, all the codes were taken. They got used very, very fast. A lot of people want the book. However, if more people want the codes, just let me know in the comments and I'll consider making like 5 or 10 more. Or on all 3. Yes, it can be used on all 3. Someone say, I will be giving a diamond in my dream. What should I do? Someone says, I will be giving a diamond in my dream. The thing is, right, I can't really decode your dreams. I can only point you in the right direction because you are your mind, right? You have different experiences, different traumas, different beliefs, everything. So all I can say to you is that the unconscious speaks symbols and emotions. You have to decipher what that means inside you through the things that you're facing in life, the fears that you have, or anything. Write down the dream, write every detail, write down every word that you can possibly remember, and say to yourself, what does this mean? Or you can even use AI. You can train AI to not always agree with you and try and give it your dream and say, what is this pointing towards in my unconscious? And it will give you a good answer. And it's like a mirror. You'll look at yourself and say, wow. AI can help you as well if you train it properly. If you just give ChatGPT your dream, it's not going to give you a proper interpretation because it doesn't know you. It doesn't know your fears, your beliefs. Is the unconscious me or someone else? It is you. It's just the hidden part of your mind you're not aware of. For example, right? Now this may trigger a lot of people, but I'm not here to beat around the bushes. I always say the truth. I always say the truth. And I found this in myself. Before I became aware of this journey, and you'll see this today, people post on social media for validation. They don't want to admit that because their ego doesn't want to admit that. But sometimes, years ago, I used to catch myself. So why am I even posting? Is it truly for me, or is it to seek recognition and validation from others? But that action, you don't actually realize you're doing it. You're not conscious of that you're trying to fulfill this validation. But it's so unconscious, and that's the difference between the conscious and the unconscious mind. The conscious mind is on Instagram about to post a post. But the unconscious mind is the force making you take that action, trying to get that validation. So that's just an example. I'm not saying you're all trying to seek validation. I'm not saying that. But I'm just, I'm trying to show the example between the conscious and the unconscious. So Carl Jung said something along the lines of, if you don't make the unconscious conscious, I can't remember the full quote, I'll have to get it up, but basically he says, if you don't make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, pretty much along them lines. Meaning that if you never face your unconscious mind, the unconscious desires will always be controlling your actions. If you want to gain true control over your reality, you have to face your demons. You have to face that dark shadow part of you. The deep desires, yes, very well said. There is deep desires running us, and we're not even aware of it. But they're in the back end of our mind that would never even realize why we're taking actions. But they're actually coming to either seek validation, to fulfill a desire, to, that's what it is, right? It's what controls us. Yeah, it does. Very well said. And mostly comes to the dreams. Yes, exactly. So dreams is like our unconscious trying to communicate to us desperately. What was that quote? I like that. An unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates. Yeah, that's beautiful. Why do a person feel lonely once woken? So it depends how you go with it. I used to feel that way. I used to make being awake my personality. But I'm at a point now where I don't let it be my personality. Like, I've come to a point now where it's matured, and obviously it's better to be around people who are awake, but they're difficult to find. So you kind of have to develop two kind of personalities. Not personalities, but you're always being yourself, but just adapt yourself around people who are also in that matrix mind. And it's hard at first. It's hard at first because you've just woken up and you don't even want to associate yourself with these people. But after a while, you have to, you can just blend yourself in. Like, if you met me and you didn't, no one knows really my face. If you met me, you would have no clue about who I am, what I do. Because I don't talk about this stuff to people who don't ask me. My content is for the people who love this information. You would have no clue. You would think I'm just a random person. I don't know, you might not even like the look of me. I don't know, but it's like you would never know. And even my friends are like, they say, it's crazy what you do. But you never even talk about it. Well, it's because I don't, if someone doesn't ask me, I would never open up about the information. I'm just a regular person to them. So that's kind of how I've done it. I was very lonely when I started. That's internal work. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of internal work. And I'm still myself. I'm still happy. I'm still positive all the time, and hopefully a good influence to people. But I just don't talk about them things. And if someone comes to me and asks to me, yeah, I will open up and tell you any mystery you'd like to hear. And I don't know everything, of course, but yeah, it's like I kind of find a balance now. Healing requires solitude, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage to face your shadows. And people have more shadows than others. People have some deep demons inside of them. They have to, things they've done in the past. It was so lonely. It's a little better now. I can find people that understand. Yeah, 100%. Like, I do have people who are also who are awakened, but like I would say 60% of the people, in my life, they have no clue. Like, they're in that normal mindset. When I say normal, but you know what I mean. Like, you can use this information, occultism, because it's not occultism, it's about your mind, it's about you. You can use this knowledge into any aspect of your life. Spiritually, physically, financially, the gym, anything. It's all mental. So once you understand the basics of consciousness, you understand that you can apply that principle into any realm of life. There are business people that come to me and try and gain information. And it helps them because why? Because once you understand consciousness, you can apply it to anything. Once you understand how you work, you can apply it to anything. Absolutely anything. People around us are on their own journey. Exactly, yeah. They're on their own journey and they will come to this realization in maybe this life or the next life. You can't force that. You can maybe plant seeds to help them understand, but you can't really force it. And that's what I've learned also. I remember at the beginning of my journey, my brother used to come to my room and me and him would be sat in my room arguing over if the world was flat or round. But then you just learn to hold back and never really try and impress it onto people. Because it doesn't really get you anywhere. Is it flat? Yeah, for sure. Well, you get stuck in that debate whether it's flat or round, but then you realize the truth that reality is a simulation produced by your brain and nervous system. So the world outside of you doesn't really exist. It is a holographic reality produced by our brain and nervous system. How are we one? Explain. Right. That is the observer. This is the I. That's why the word I and I are the exact same. So, this I is the observer of the whole entire universe. Because you, when I say you are the observer. You are not this mind in this box. You are not the mind. You are not the body. So you're not the body, you're not the mind with all these thoughts in it and beliefs. You're the observer of it. All is mind though. Yes, all is mind, but you're not the mind. You are the observer of the mind. Pure awareness. This is what you call unity. Why? Because mind thinks, and think is duality. Good, bad. In the mind is duality. So this is one, this is two. You're the observer. This observer is in me, it's in you, it's in everyone. Me down here is pointing at you, thinking, I'm Harry, you're John. But they are just constructs of the minds. This is the mind here of Harry. This is the mind of John. This is the mind of Lewis. Right? But in fact, we're all the same observer, experiencing life through different bodies and minds. So observer, imagine there was just pure awareness in the universe. No thought. Imagine that, just for a split second if you can. Imagine pure observation with no thought. That's what you truly are. That's the foundation of the universe. Complete stillness. Yes, very well said. Complete stillness. Peace, love, God. Yes, that's God. But observer cannot observe itself. It's like an eyeball. If this is an eyeball, it can't look at itself. An eyeball can only look outside of itself. Because wide to the brain, wide to the brain. It can't look at itself. The observer can't think, can't see itself. So what does it do? It creates duality of mind. The mind is a mirror, so the observer can start to gain some self-awareness. And the mind is infinite possibility, because the mind has no restrictions. So the mind is kind of like the eyeball trying to look at itself in the mirror. And then you are then this body. You are the same manifestation of the divine, the I, the unity, the observer, the stillness. And that's how we're all one. The circle. So everyone here is the observer interfacing with different versions of itself. Exactly. You're all on the right track. So the awareness creates mind. Yes, it's a lot more complicated than that, and that's what Kabbalah is, right? And that's what Kabbalah is. Kabbalah is that splitting of the unity into everything, right? That's what the Kabbalah is. The Kabbalah is, it's that, but even a lot more detail than what I've just broken down. The Ankh. The Ankh is a symbol of personal consciousness. So the Ankh is male, circle, and female. That's the Ankh. It's the circle, which is female, because the female body is circular. They have very round characteristics on the body. And the male body is very liney. Look at the male and female genital areas. The genital area of a female is circular. The male genitals are lines and curves, zeros and ones. So the Ankh is a symbol of personal consciousness. It is the male, you are male and female energy manifested. How reach unity state of mind through meditation? You have to meditate for a long time and keep redirecting your awareness on nothingness. Don't lose yourself in the thoughts, but just keep redirecting. A thought will come, then you have to redirect the mind. The thought will come, redirect your mind. Yeah, a few people were asking about the code, because the code was taken. All 20 were taken very fast. But anyways, all of this information, it is in the book. Like, it is all in there. Did anybody here want the code? If not, we'll carry on. When to expect PDF. The PDF, it's sent to your email, either your spam. Yes, a lot of people want the code. Okay, I'm going to create 5 more. So the last 20 went within like 5 minutes. That was 20 codes. We still got 500 people in here. So we're going to do 5 more of these codes. And the book is called Book of Symbolism. Click my profile, go to the link, and it will take you straight to my website. Click books, it will take you straight to my website. And you get a free book with this book, a free PDF that gets sent to you. So there is 5 more created. The code is 333. And 40% is I'm taking 40% hit. So 40% is on me. I take the hit. Use the code 333. Masonic number. It's not a Masonic number, it's just a number. Plus, I'm not a Mason. I'm not a Mason. What is the headphone thing? Oh, that was brain syncing your brain hemispheres to put yourself in a light trance so you can connect with pure awareness. I talk about that in the book. But, it sounds scary. Yeah, it does sound scary, but is that like the gateway tapes? Yeah, a trance is just simply a state where you're semi-conscious, half half awake. And that's when mystical experiences arise inside yourself. When you put yourself in them trance-like states. It's basically self-hypnosis. And that's what meditation is, though, right? It's an altered state of consciousness. You know? But that sounds like lucid dreaming. Yeah, lucid dreams are becoming conscious inside our own unconscious mind. Being able to navigate things. But then astral projection is a bit different, because astral projection is you are entering the collective consciousness. Dreams are in your own personal mind, in your own personal world. But astral projection is accessing the collective astral plane. That's the difference between the two. What is Mother Mary? Mother Mary represents the purified feminine qualities of consciousness, purified desires, pure love. That's why she's a virgin, symbolizing purity. It represents purified desire, purified love inside of our emotional nature of consciousness, our heart. But I am going to love and leave you all here today, people. Been on live for a while and it's getting really hot in my room, so I'm going to love and leave you all. I hope you all have had a great time enjoying. One code was taken, by the way, for the 5 that are given, so there's 4 left. And I hope you all enjoyed this time. Look after yourselves. And take care. Have an amazing day. 2 was taken, there's 3 left. Thank you, everybody. See you all soon, and take care of yourselves. It's a pleasure to have you all here, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. We have a great YouTube channel where I go deeper. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
See, when you think about it from my perspective, it don't make no sense. You losing. You better get this money. What if he is not your type, but he is rich? Is your type broke? What's your type? Broke, man? Send him on over here. Put his number in the comments for somebody who need a man that's rich. That's the type. Somebody said they'll take him. Girl, put his number in the comment. You said I should do stand up. I like sitting down, baby. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, she put his number in there. Slim Jim. Is that a man putting his own number in there? I'm curious. Y'all silly. He said he can't spoil you because he's poor. Is it true? Yes, it's true. He broke. Believe him when he tell you. On to the next, baby. Y'all putting people's numbers in the comments. Don't do that unless they got some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where do we find men with money? On the rich side of town, doing rich activities. Golf course, pickleball club. Golf club section of sporting goods store on rich side of town. Country club. Restaurant bars on the rich side of town. Car dealership service areas for luxury vehicles. In the daytime. On the weekdays. Gym. Early in the morning on the rich side of town. Exclusive gyms. Not that $9.99, $12.99 gym, but the ones that cost money. Okay? Become a regular somewhere. Get over there as often as possible. Naturally going to run into people. You're naturally going to talk to people. You're naturally going to meet people. People are naturally going to be attracted to you. And naturally, you're going to meet a man with money on the rich side of town. Naturally. Okay? Get to the rich side of town. Don't dilly-dally on the broke side of town or whatever. Get to where the money is. Already. Okay. You said, how do you have best friends? I have women in my life that are the same level or higher than me. I don't deal with anything less than me, darling. Okay? So they got to have more or the same. They got to be on the same level of looks, etc., etc. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to run into problems. Sprinkle. Do you believe in attachment styles, avoidant and anxious? I believe in money and getting it. Okay? Sprinkle. If he ain't got no money, I don't care. Not about none of that. Okay? Sprinkle. Y'all doing too much over there. I believe in self-love. I believe in self-preservation. I believe in being self-obsessed, self-centered, or centering of the self. I don't believe in being male-centered, and I believe in getting this money, saving mine, stacking mine, investing mine, and spending his. That's what I believe in, okay? You said, so we discriminate in looks now? No. We're discriminating jealousy and envy. Okay. Sprinkle. Shira, tell us, what do you look this young? Why do I look this young? Because I don't deal with no dust. I don't let no dusty drain my energy. I'm not male-centered. I'm self-centered. All my energy goes to me. I don't give it out for free. I treat my energy, my emotions, and my attention like money. I reinvest in self, darling. You should start doing the same. Sprinkle. Y'all out there giving all y'all energy away to some dust. Don't do it. Attention, emotions, energy, time. If you're not reinvesting that into yourself, nobody's going to invest in you either. Not seriously. Where do I shop for clothes? Everywhere. Everywhere, child. Whatever. But if I like it, I'm getting it. Okay. What if your best friend isn't as pretty as you, but a good person? Then she won't care about your success, about any of that. If she's really your best friend, she'll root for you no matter what. Notice I don't call everybody my friend or my best friend. I just say people that I know. Associates. So you can't label everybody your best friend. Your best friend gonna root for you regardless, period. If they're really your best friend. They're not gonna look at stuff like that. So are they really your best friend? Do they root for you to win? Do they mind that you are more attractive than they are? Do they